How's it going, YouTube? My name is Robert Poe, and this is my channel, Hitched to Horsepower. We will be doing reviews of trucks, cars, boats, trailers, anything that's fun and has an engine. We'll be starting out with my 2021 F450 that I just picked up a couple months ago. It has the 6.7 liter diesel with 475 horsepower and 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. And it's quite a bit of fun. But we'll also be doing project cars, towing tips, maintenance tips, anything that could be helpful to people, and I hope you enjoy it. And please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when I put out new videos. Let's start by introducing you to my F450. Like I said, it's a 2021 in antimatter blue. It has the 19.5-inch wheels with two 25/70 R19 Continental hybrid HD3 tires on it, and these tires have been amazing. I was very impressed with them in the snow this past couple months. Like I said, it's a 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8, and you know, this color just is pretty amazing when it's clean. It has the Ford's keypad entry, which is nice when you want to grab something out of it and didn't have your keys with you. Again, it's got LED lighting all around for the fender flares. We got the diesel fill and the DEF fill, and the diesel fill is big enough to fit a truck stop nozzle and use it at full blast, so you can fill quickly, which is nice that it does when it has a 48-gallon tank. We will be installing a 100-gallon spare tank in the bed in the next couple months, and of course I will bring that to you and show you the benefits of a bed like that. And it's got heavy-duty leaf springs, your overload spring. There's one more spring than a 350. And I did get the FX4 package, blind spot monitoring, not only for the truck, but for the trailer also. As you can see, it's the Platinum package. It also has a 3-inch receiver, and I got a B&W hitch that has 3 balls on it. Oh. 1 7/8, a 2-inch, and the 2 5/16. I normally only use the 2 5/16, but it's nice to be there. Plus, it folds out of the way when not in use, so it only sticks out a little bit. This receiver has a max capability of 24,200 pounds with 2,420 pounds of tongue weight, which is just unbelievable for a bumper pull. It has the soft opening tailgate. Did you have the prep package for the gooseneck 5th wheel, including wiring in the bed. It also has a step to make it easy to get on up in the bed. You got tie downs, and your lighting in here, which you can't really see now, but there's a little switch here to turn on and off the lighting. And come down this side, it also has power running boards, and then they retract. The big selling point of the 450 is the wide track front axle. You have this big fender flare on the front over what a 350 has, and your axle is substantially wider, which allows you to make extremely tight turns. This will make a U-turn smaller than my Grand Cherokee will. And Ford still allows manual locking hubs. They will lock automatically through pneumatics, but if something fails, you can get out here and lock them yourself, which is awesome. You have a nice large grill with the Ford emblem and your front-facing camera for your 360 camera. And this right here is actually a wash nozzle to keep the camera clean. Nice big tow hooks, a huge air dam to help fuel economy. Your engine block heater cord tucks up right up in here, pops out, and you just put it up to get it out of the way. Nice LED headlights. There's another view of that beautiful fender flare. Under the hood, we have that 6.7 liter V8 with, like I said, 475 horsepower, 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. You have dual batteries, as you do in almost all heavy-duty diesels. Nice, easy to read engine coolant reservoir, brake fluid. You even have another reservoir to see right on your radiator. Yeah, very clean. We had a lot of salt dropped on the roads in the last couple months and haven't gotten this cleaned up yet. It sprays everywhere. But it's not the most beautiful engine I've ever seen, but it's not bad. Oh, there's a 911 in the background. We'll see that later. Now inside the truck, I got a multifunction steering wheel with your adaptive cruise control, buttons to control your center gauge cluster, stereo control, voice activation, and phone controls. Your four-wheel drive switch, your start button. Let's get some AC going on in here. In the gauge cluster, we have an analog tach with a 4,000 RPM red line, analog speedometer, digital speedometer, oil pressure, coolant temperature, fuel gauge with miles to empty, and currently I have it set to show the DEF fluid level. You can come over here to settings, go to gauge selection, and you can change to transmission temp or turbo boost gauge, and then you end, and there you go. It also has settings for adaptive or normal cruise control, lane keep assist, how much you want the steering wheel to vibrate when you cross over the line, blind spot on, cross traffic alert, driver alert. So if you hit the lines too much, it will tell you that you should pull over and sleep for a while. Rear park aid, pre-collision for if you want active braking so you don't hit anything. And on advanced settings, the lighting, auto high beams, which I don't care for, and your daytime lights, whether you want your locks to go when you speed up, and how you want them to open with the remote. Your mirrors, if you want them to auto fold when you lock the truck. Neutral tow is if you're towing being towed. If you want to tow this just on all the axles, you can do that. Alarm, whether you want your sensors inside and outside activated or just the outside. I didn't realize it had it. I took my dog to the gas station, went inside to get something, and was walking away, and the alarm went off. Realized that as soon as he moved, it set the alarm off. So the sensors work. Power running boards, whether you want them to go auto, off, or if you put them out to wash them, they will not stay out while you drive. Remote start, whether you want the seats and the steering wheel to turn on for the heat, what you want your climate control, and how long. Windows, whether the remote open function will work, where you just hold unlock and your windows open. Whether you want your rain sensing wipers to work. And auto engine off. An easy exit is the seat will slide back. My key is if you want to change setups for different drivers. And display is if you want metric, which of course we're not going to use because we're Americans. And to set up the trailer tire pressure, which I have gotten but have not installed. We will see that on a later video. It also has off-road settings for angle of climb and side to side, how much percentage where your power is going to. Like I said, different trip odometers with your average miles per gallon and time, your average fuel economy, and a compass, which will also show your navigation even on Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and just your favorites selection. If you go and put it in gear, you will get what gear you're in out of your 10-speed. Over here we have the screen, which is the one semi-disappointing section of this truck that they are remedying for 2022 and putting a bigger screen in, which of course they announced shortly after I bought this. One thing I definitely do not like is you also have your drive modes. Push the button at the end of the shifter, and you have normal, tow and haul, eco, slippery, and deep snow or sand, which is telling me to put it in four-wheel drive to work better. And then move over to the center console. You have your engine exhaust brake, which has an on or auto feature, traction control off, hazards, hill descent control, turn off your lane departure warning, and your different camera views. You pull up 360, your front camera, split different cameras, the bed camera, and then if we drop it in reverse, we'll get the 360 and this camera, or we can zoom in, we can full screen, split cameras in there, and when we're backing up a trailer, it will give us some views on the side. Again, one there, just down the side off the mirrors. One thing that did disappoint me was on the Sirius XM, you can save your favorite songs or artists, but on this system, you can only save 30 songs or artists. On my Jeep Grand Cherokee with the Uconnect, you can save 200. So it's a little bit limited, but overall, it is the Bang & Olufsen system, which does sound extremely good, especially for a pickup truck. You have heated and cooled seats, trailer backup assist, which we will be setting up. There's your trailer brake control, dual climate control. You have an inverter under the rear seat that will give you 400 watts out of your AC, and then your 12 volt. You have two glove boxes with good setup. You can turn your passenger airbag off. Center console, you have a wireless charging pad, Type A and Type C USB. This will also close. You have two cup holders in a storage area, or now you have 4 cup holders. Nice large center console with storage tray and coin slots, which actually includes a penny slot, which is something you don't see very often. 2 more cup holders in the back of the center console, and of course you have cup holders in the doors. You also have a storage area right along the side of the center console on both sides. Up here we have the absolute magnificent auxiliary switches, sunglass holder, which is a decent size, home link garage door, your different lights, sunroof control, which you can see we have a very large panel sunroof. And then we'll have, which of course closes down. And bear with me folks, this is my first video on my own. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm sure I will get better at this. There is the rear window slider, which we had our first warm weather here in the Mid-Atlantic the other day, and with the sunroof open, all 4 windows all the way down, and that open, the airflow here was extremely good. And that's about it for up here. On the back of the center console, you have your heated seat buttons for the rear seats, your 12-volt cigarette style outlet, your Type A and Type C USB ports, and your 120-volt AC outlet that will power 400 watts, which the inverter for is right under there. And these seats are quite comfortable, and the amount of legroom you get is a lot. I'm just about 6 foot tall, and I can stretch out with no problems at all. Again, more courtesy lights, coat hanger, and of course you have your platinum badges everywhere. And we'll go over the window sticker real quick on the F450. It's a 2021 450 with a dual rear wheel, 4x4 crew cab, platinum trim, 10-speed transmission, the 6.7 liter power stroke in antimatter blue with black leather interior. It's got the quad beam headlights, LED fog lamps, power sliding rear window, power mirrors, heated, remote tailgate release, roof clearance lights, which are required in a vehicle this wide, LED tail lamps, chrome tow hooks, built-in brake controller, rain sensing wipers, the 110-volt 40-watt outlets, one touch up and down windows. It's an 8-inch screen, although the 2022s have just announced a 12-inch screen, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. Adaptive cruise control, adjustable pedals, blah blah blah. A good 10-speaker stereo system, Ford Pass Connect, has a modem built in, which I've tried out. It's pretty good. You got your mono beam coil spring front suspension, voice active navigation, trailer pro backup assist, and we'll do a video in the future on setting that up and how that works. Different safety features, and the standard warranty, which I have up to 125,000 miles in 8 years. As far as the options, the diesel comes standard on the 450. The FX4 off-road package was $400, which came with the skid plates. The 14,000 pound GBWR package, again standard with the 450. The rapid heat supplemented heater, which is electrical heater system that's built into the vents that provides heat right off the bat, so you don't have to wait for the engine to warm up. It was $250. $100 for the engine block heater, which to me is a must in any sort of weather below 40 degrees to keep the engine running for a long time. Plus, it's nice to get in it in the heat, even without the rapid heat, as the engine heat is definitely warmer. It's warm right away. The power moonroof was $1,495. Snowplow prep package, $250. And if you ever think you're going to do use a snowplow, you need that. If you don't have it and you put a snowplow on, they will void your warranty. Adaptive steering was $1,000. And the upfitter switches, the auxiliary switches, are $165. The 397 amp alternator is no charge. And we have a base price for a 450 Platinum at $82,810. This had $3,660 in options, plus $1,695 in delivery and destination, for a total of $88,165, which is unbelievable for a pickup truck. Environmental performance is, well, as you can see, the greenhouse gas rating is a D, which is the worst they give out. And the smog rating is a C+, so not the worst, but not the greatest. But that's what you get when you need a truck that is this capable. Well, thank you for watching. Once again, I hope you bear with me. I hope I will get better at this as time goes on. But please like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I put out new videos. And we'll have some fun hitched to horsepower. Thanks for watching.